swag, I walk on stage and still got wrong with out Savannah. Cause my lip, no such thing as missing. And cause I'm fresh about that, I go hard, no quit. I bought that work.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The John Hancock Tower rising above the bustling city of Boston and its tree-lined streets. Hi everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. So here's Miami's starting group. Chris Bosh is out there with Shane Battier. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Chalmers in at the point. And for the Celtics, Bradley is out there with Rajon Rondo. And it's ABC. And it's Garnett. And it's Pierce in at the 3 slot. Greg, obviously we're early on here. We already have seen some second-year players looking much more improved over their rookie year.
I mean, if you put in the work, you're not guessing as much. And listen, the fact that you now going through the season, you've got a better sense of who you are and what you can do out on the floor. I know I cut way back on my turnovers at the start of my second year, and you go into the offseason with specific goals and areas where you want to improve.
You think there's more growth between your first and second year than any other 2 years in your career?
You could make that case, no doubt about it, because that's you're still thinking you can be one of the all-time greats no matter who you are at that stage, and so you tend to put in a little more emphasis in terms of improvement.
The Celtics shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And that one falls for Pierce. And both free throws good for Paul Pierce.
But his free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
LeBron against Pierce. The drive by James. It's rebounded by Kevin Garnett.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Outside for Rondo. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
A terrific move, but this is how Rondo likes to beat you. Slowly off the dribble.
We're about 1 minute into the first. James, and the dunk by James.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Yeah, and how about Pierce there? Immediately squares himself up from outside, always prepared to rise and fire.
Now, here's Wade. Battier, the pass to Chalmers. And a wide open look for James. A three-pointer, no good. We've seen a quick start here for the Celtics. It's a 5-point game. Here's Rondo. Outside Pierce. Miami grabs the miss. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He told me they always have to be alert, and especially against this team because of its discipline and focus. He said we'll get embarrassed if we're inattentive at the defensive end. We must stick with our principles and do the little things. Kevin, they did win the first meeting of the season, and we'll see if they can get it done again tonight.
Yeah, thank you, David. Greg, real concern about getting outshot early on. What do you think they can do to prevent it?
Well, you have to find a way to stay attached to the shooters. That means fighting through picks and helping one another.
Yeah, and that takes great communication on the defensive end. Now, the rotations, they're going to have to be quick.
Now, here's LeBron. Shane Battier unable to get his shot to go in. Shot clock at 6. No good from Wade. And it's Rondo with the ball for Boston. 3-point lead. Second chance shot. In deep. Garnett drops it in.
And when Garnett gets it that deep, the D is at his mercy. How about the extension when he's able to get up on that low block?
Wade passes to LeBron. Outside Bosch. Kevin Garnett with the steal. Rondo with the ball. To the middle. And Garnett with the basket on the assist by Rondo. Garnett's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, look, if you're out there with Rondo, you find some open space, and he's going to find you.
Pass to Chalmers. It's stolen by Bradley. It's Pierce on the wing. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Pierce has got 7 points in the game.
Oh, nice look by Bradley, moving it to the open man.
The pass to Wade. From 12 feet out, it's rebounded by Bass. Boston leading by 9. Rondo scanning the floor. Garnett kicks to Pierce. Nice ball movement by Boston. That one goes. Count it. Pierce has got his third basket of the night right there.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Oh, man, they built a monster lead here early on, and a lot of this is due to the game plan.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong, I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Wade against Rondo. Wade kicks to Chalmers. Now here's Bosch. Defense is right there. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit...
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
To the paint, here's Battier. That falls. Nice speed that time from Dwayne Wade.
I love how Wade actively looks to find the open man. Look, he's effortlessly exploiting any holes in the defense.
And no good. Some solid defense from Bosch. The Heat trail by 11. Wade kicks to LeBron. Passes it to Battier. Here's LeBron. Great D that time from Green.
If his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole.
Chalmers against Terry. Floats one up, and the basket by Chalmers. Chalmers has got it back down to single digits for the Heat.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Poked away and stolen by LeBron. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Udonis Haslem. He's checked in for Shane Battier. And Miami has possession. They trail by 9 points.
That's just crazy athleticism from James. His vertical is through the roof.
Chalmers against Terry. Knocked away. Count the basket. Garnett's got 6.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And here's James outside. Terry grabs the board.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Here's Wade. Pass to James. Just 3 on the clock. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Celtics up by 9. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. If you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
The Heat trail by 9. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Boston. Pierce out there with Green, and it's Rajon Rondo, and it's Garnett, and it's Terry in at the 2 spot. Cole's shot is good. And here's Rondo. Kicks it to Garnett. From the stripe, again, the Celtics good for 2.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
Oh, yeah. It's got to be nice to have that combination of height and skill. You know you can get your shot off pretty much against anyone.
Here's Cole, following the score by Kevin Garnett. And it's Cole missing. So the Heat, their last game, a win against the Spurs in San Antonio. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And the Celtics can't hang on to the ball. LeBron dishes to Cole. Back to LeBron. Yes, that goes in. James has got 6 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Pierce. That one, no good. Now the Heat take it the other way. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta, where they'll take on the Hawks. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip.
And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now here's Pierce. 9 points in the game so far. And James pulls it down. The Heat trail by 4. And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws.
The Diaz-No shot is stopping James when he gets that low in that position. He's too big, too strong in the paint. You got to foul him.
Miami shooting their first free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
And he hits it to tie the game up. James has got 10.
Physical D. When LeBron, the body control, the focus, it really doesn't matter.
Right side, Rondo. On the wing, Terry. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Miami now. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Cole, the pass to Haslam. Here's Allen. Plenty of space. The rebound by Pierce. And it's Haslam with the rebound. It's Cole with the ball for the Miami Heat. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Outside, Pierce. Rebound by the Heat.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Cole, the pass to James. Over Rondo. And again, it's the Heat missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Terry finds Rondo. Back to Terry. Pierce inside the three-point line. Again, Pierce missing.
Gets the look he wants and still no luck. Tough night for him.
Baseline jumper. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Cole's got the lead up to 2 now for Miami. Boston shooting 43% from the floor. And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
And he's been trying to do it all himself, and it's not working. Instead of forcing shots, you got to focus on moving the ball and keeping everybody involved.
He's checked in for Miami. Big Daddy comes in for Cole. Garnett finds Bradley. The Celtics working the ball around now. Now here's Garnett. He's got 8, and the shot is good. Garnett's got it all tied up now for the Celtics.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Now here's James. He's got 10, and it's good. 2 points. LeBron's gone 5 of 12 shooting from the floor. Now Rondo outside Bradley. Pass to Garnett. Outside Rondo. 5 on the clock. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. James looking it over. He kicks it to Allen. Back to LeBron. Bradley with some nice D.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
And the pass to Bass. Down low. And Bradley gets it to go on the assist by Bass. Bradley's got his first points of the night.
Such a gritty competitor. I mean, when you talk about Bradley's whole game, it exemplifies toughness. We just saw that right there.
Really left alone that time. And the Heat lead by 3.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
Rondo against Chalmers. Here's Garnett. That one's not going to go. Some solid defense from Bosch. Bradley against Chalmers. Passes it to Allen. Now here's Bosch to the left side wing. Here's Chalmers. Bradley with some nice D. Celtics shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Here's Rondo. Misses the layup. Chalmers with it. Pass to LeBron. Puts up a 3. No good there. And stolen by Chalmers.
And Green's defense, very important to this team's success. The way he gets up in the face of whoever he's guarding, it becomes infectious to the rest of his guys.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Miami Heat. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, how does the defense you're playing impact your offense?
It just energizes us. We have an ignitable group, and that's how we play. So we have to continue to stay the course and try to keep them off the two-point line as best as we can.
Yeah, those runouts get your guys going. Thanks a lot, Spo. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season.
And every year you look at it, the Miami Heat consistently one of the best defensive teams in the league. Kenny?
Different players have come and gone, but the common thread is Coach Spoelstra.
And don't forget about my main man, UD, Udonis Haslem. Been there about 30 years.
Is that all?
But really, it's just Miami Heat basketball, the culture.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. They've got Dwayne Wade. Shane Battier is out there with Chris Bosh. And it's Big Daddy. And it's James in at the small forward. Outside Rondo. He feeds it to Bass. Excellent D from Wade. The Heat leading by 3. Here's Chalmers. Pass to LeBron. Out to Wade. Trying his luck from deep. That one misses. And it's Boston the other way. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That will complete this 4-game homestand. Back to Bradley. Rebounded by Chalmers. And it's Chalmers with the ball. He'll bring it up for Miami. Here's Wade. Rebound, Boston. Bradley's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. LeBron with the block.
Oh, love watching James dominate on defense. An impressive rejection artist.
Rondo with the ball. And Bosch picks him up defensively. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Takes it from 10. Bass can't get it to go.
I don't know what they drew up at halftime, but it ain't working. 0 for 4 to start the half.
Here's Chalmers. Rondo with the rebound. Rondo's got his 4th rebound in this one. He dishes it to Bradley. Six on the shot clock. Back to Rondo for the tie. It's hauled in by the Heat. Bosch has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's against James. Over Garnett. And that one's good by LeBron. James has got the first basket of the 3rd quarter for Miami. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Bradley against Badia. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch. Here's what Miami's going with right now. Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Bosch. And Cole subbed in for Big Daddy. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
I mean, and that 6'3" Bradley is a plus defender thanks to his quickness and tenacity.
The pass away. That shot, no good. Bradley with some nice D. 3rd quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And Pierce, here we go. Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass fake. The Heat leading by 3. Here's Cole. 5 points in the game. Battier outside. And he's good on the 3-ball. Battier's got 5 now.
And Battier, a consistent threat from deep, has a great stroke from the outside.
And there's Terry. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And it's Haslem with the rebound. Haslem's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Cole. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Haslem can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 6. Terry outside. That's tipped. It's stolen by Haslem. Here's Wade, and he uses the glass on the layup. Wade's got the lead up to 8 now for Miami.
Wade is a strong 2-guard. I mean, he's exceptional at fighting through whatever the D throws at him.
The Celtics shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Passes to Sullinger. It's Terry outside. It's hauled in by the Heat. The drive by James, and that one drops. And now a 10-point Heat lead.
And James shows no mercy on his drives to the rim. Vicious at penetrating inside.
Outside Pierce. Snatched away. And here we go. Wade heading to the hoop.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Bad shot selection as well as some bad luck. I mean, that's not going to help you score points.
Lee's checked in for the Celtics. And Miami with a change here too. Allen's checked in. Boston with the ball. A 12-point game. Terry against Wade. Terry outside. Trying to get something going. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Terry. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Fires from deep. Buries the long-range jumper.
No, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range when there's no hand in his face.
Allen outside. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Bradley. Lays it up off the glass. Bradley's got it back down to within single digits for the Celtics.
And you talk about body control. Bradley's toughness showing there on the difficult finish.
Back to Wade. James outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got his third assist on the night.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Terry. Wade with the block.
Wade is an excellent shot blocker from the two spot. I mean, he's remarkable at timing his jumps and swatting shots back.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now here's LeBron. He's got 22. Mathieu trying to break loose. Allen, that's good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Right side, Terry. That shot, no good. And so it's the Miami Heat. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. They've got Rajon Rondo, Lee out there with Green, and it's Garnett, and it's Terry in at the shooting guard. That's the Boston Five. That one goes in. Terry's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Celtics.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Chalmers scanning the floor. Over Lee, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
I mean, he's out there on an island all by himself. I mean, good job to stay cool and drink.
Chalmers against Rondo.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
Here's Allen. Garnett with the block. Here's Lee. That shot off. And the Heat going the other way now. It's Allen on the wing. Bosch against Green. Bosch kicks to Wade. A floater. 2 points. That one goes. 8 points for Dwayne Wade.
Look at the shifty nature of Wade's game. I mean, it's just terrific. You know he loves catching the D by surprise with that little
shoots a three. Rebounded by the Celtics.
His shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Puts one up from 19. Shot by Terry, no good. And it's Wade with the jam.
Wade loves throwing it down. I mean, the D can't allow him to get that type of position.
Celtics trail by 17.
Timeout.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
Is checked in for Lee. Terry outside. Garnett up top. Kicks it to Pierce. 5 to shoot. Ray Allen pulls it in. The Heat leading by 17. Wade surveying the D. Over Pierce. And it's Wade again missing. And it's Terry with the ball for the Celtics. The feed now to Garnett. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
And how fierce is Garnett down low? I mean, when he's close to the basket, he is aiming to make a statement.
Allen outside. He kicks it to Wade. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Wade's got 6 here in this quarter.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Garnett the pass to Terry. Now Pierce. Pass to Terry. Over Chalmers. The shot, no good. And it's Miami the other way.
Knowing the kind of competitor he is, I know he's upset with his performance and with the score.
Wade with it. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Outside Pierce. Over Allen. Miami grabs the miss. Bosch has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Terry against Chalmers. Allen dishes to Wade. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Green. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
I mean, having a floor general like Rondo on the court instantly elevates your offense. He does everything he can to bring out the best in his team.
At the line for the Celtics, Rajon Rondo will be at the line shooting 2.
Two shots.
And he can't get the first one. And the Heat with some changes. Shane Battier is checked in for Lewis, and James subbed in for Ray Allen. And he's good on the second. And this next draft, Chris, expected to be the last year of the one-and-done rule. Do you approve of the league once again letting high schoolers be drafted?
Well, yeah, I think if we're finally catching back up with the world, if a man can do the various things that you could do after turning 18, why wouldn't you be allowed to go to a job and make money for your family? So, yeah, I definitely think it's the right thing to do.
Fires the three. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
Now, here's Chalmers. And it's Wade in the corner. Here's the three. Chalmers' shot is no good. Celtics trail by 18.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Heat.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
I mean, he had a plan for how to attack the D. He executed and never let up. Relentless offensive basketball.
Now, here's Bradley. Good D by James. 34 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Wade against Bass. Offensive rebound. Here's Bosch. Unable to get that one. Here's Pierce. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
At the line, the Celtics, Paul Pierce will be at the line shooting 2.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
The first one falls. Here's it's 2. Here's Cole. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.